question. If you had to log your vote today, who would your rookie of the year be in the WNBA?
I mean, it is a thin line. It's really tight.
So, hands down, the biggest thing going on in the WNBA right now is the Rookie of the Year race between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. These two were already huge stars in college, and they had some epic battles. You know, that crazy national championship game where Reese's LSU beat Clark's Iowa, and then Iowa got their revenge in the Elite Eight the next year? Yeah, that stuff. It's like they brought their college rivalry to the pros. They're playing in Indiana and Chicago, so they'll be going head-to-head 4 times a year. Can you believe that? And to top it all off, they're both killing it as rookies. It's like the WNBA threw us a bone with this one.
She's a top 13 scorer in the league as a rookie. Angel Reese is a walking double-double. They got an opportunity to make the playoffs as well. So we got to look at all of that.
Usually the Rookie of the Year is a no-brainer. Like last year, Aaliyah Boston, unanimous. It's rare to even have a close race. Ryan Howard and Michaela Onyenware were pretty much locks too. But this year, forget about it. It's like everyone and their grandma has an opinion on who should win between Caitlin and Angel. I mean, it's crazy. These two came into the league with this insane hype, and they've totally lived up to it. It's like nothing we've ever seen before.
Is the fact that these two young ladies are box office draws. And I'm going to reiterate a point.
Another thing that's wild is how much attention the WNBA is getting this year. Like even big-name guys from the NBA are talking about it. Shaq, you know, the basketball legend and LSU alum, said Angel Reese is his pick for Rookie of the Year. And Coach Dawn Staley from South Carolina agrees. It's also crazy that people are actually betting on who's going to win Rookie of the Year. And guess who's the favorite? Of course, Caitlin Clark.
Seattle Storm, here's Clark. Clark looking to take it around Lloyd. Clark bodies in and finishes.
Finishing even with contact.
Clark, what a pass, in stride, and Hull lays it in. First lead of the quarter for Indiana and Seattle.
Although it indeed took her a minute to get used to the pro game. But don't worry, she caught up quickly. Like this girl went crazy for a stretch there. She was the first person ever to drop 15 points and 13 assists for 3 games in a row. 5 games in a row with points and assists double-doubles. And she even had a triple-double. That's insane for a rookie. She's basically running the whole Fever offense, breaking records left and right. Fastest to 400 points and 200 assists ever. She's leading the league in assists, and she's a top scorer too. Oh, and she also broke the single game assist record. Crazy, right?
And Hollywood's on the move. Angel Reese, offensive rebound, gets it to drop. Allen chases it down over to Reese, up against Collier, rims out. How about another opportunity? Perhaps a third. Angel Reese paying it off.
Now Reese, on the other hand, is an absolute monster on the boards. I mean, she's grabbing rebounds like they're going out of style. 15 straight double-doubles of points and rebounds, that's unheard of. She's leading the league in grabbing offensive boards, which is huge. I mean, imagine getting a second chance at almost every miss. That's a game changer. And she's right behind Aja Wilson, who's like the queen of rebounding in total rebounds. So yeah, she's definitely making a name for herself as a dominant force.
Think about it, it's a neck-and-neck race. It's not a foregone conclusion. The fact that Angel Reese is in the mix is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
With Clark and Reese shattering almost all the records for a rookie, it's no wonder the debate over Rookie of the Year is heating up. The WNBA is back in full swing, and the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese debate is still going strong. It's been crazy close all season, and for a minute there, it looked like Reese might steal the Rookie of the Year award. But then Clark caught fire, and now it's looking like she might take it home. People can't stop comparing them, but it's tough to say who's better overall. So let's look at something that might settle the debate a bit. There's this one stat that shows just how incredible Clark is as a scorer, and it also highlights the difference between her and Reese. If you take a look at their shooting charts, it's like night and day. Clark is hitting shots from everywhere. She's way better than the average player at those mid-range shots, and she's right on par with everyone else in every other spot. Reese, on the other hand, is struggling a bit. She's shooting way worse than the average player in almost every area on the court. Now, they're different types of players, but when it comes to straight-up shooting skills, Clark is definitely ahead. Reese has the potential to be a superstar, but right now, Clark is showing she's the more complete player.
Here comes Clark, wielding through traffic, finds hole, lays it in.
Really get out in transition, see if you can get some early quick buckets.
Oh, Clark hits her third three.
Clark has found her rhythm, and it's completely transformed not just her game, but the entire Fever. Remember how rough it was for her and the Fever at the start of the season? Yeah, those days are long gone. She's been absolutely on fire, and the team's been winning a bunch of games because of her. It's crazy how quickly she's adjusted to the pro game. She just got back from missing a month because she didn't make the Olympic team, and she came back like nothing happened. Her last game against the Phoenix Mercury, insane, 29 points and 10 assists. She's breaking records left and right. She's the first player ever to score 50-plus points and dish out 25-plus assists in 2 games. That's unheard of.
Town. Here's Mitchell, oh, behind the defense. And Caitlin Clark can do it.
But you know what's even crazier? Not even a full quarter into her return, and Caitlin made another record-breaking history. After dropping her second field goal with just over 6 minutes left in the first, Clark made her 450th point of the season. And get this, Clark is the first rookie ever to score over 450 points and dish out 200 assists in a single season. And she's still got like 13 games left to play. Fans were absolutely loving her performance. I mean, she was also really close to breaking the record for most double-doubles by a rookie guard. Can you believe that? She's doing all this in her rookie season. Imagine what she'll do by the end of the season.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
But while Caitlin Clark resumed the league on fire, Angel Reese's return to the court has been a different story. She might still be dominating the boards, but her shooting, let's just say it's given the internet plenty to talk about. People were making all these jokes about how her stats were way different from Caitlin's. You know, all that stat padding talk, it was hilarious. People were making these crazy videos and stuff. Honestly, I kinda get it. If I was in the WNBA, I'd probably try to pad my stats too, just a little bit. I mean, I played on the worst college baseball team ever, and all I cared about was getting a few hits and not embarrassing myself. So, yeah, I can see why players might do it.
Angel Reese says, we're not losing today. I know you have 2 victories over me, Caitlin Clark, but not today. Not today.
But here's the kicker. While it looks like people might be joking about Reese's stats, it's Caitlin Clark who's really been catching the heat this season. Despite her incredible performances, she's got plenty of hate, especially among Angel Reese's fans, which masked sense because they're rivals. I mean, they're both fighting for Rookie of the Year. But let's be real, Clark has been way better. She just keeps breaking records. She got the most votes to be an All-Star, and then she broke the record for most assists in the All-Star game. Can you believe she was the first rookie ever to get a triple-double? And then she went and broke the record for most assists in a single game. Because of her, the Fever are actually doing pretty good. They might even make the playoffs for the first time in years.
Wilson beats the buzzer. Clark off the screen, finds some space, and delivers.
It's been her easiest bucket in her young career.
Clark cutting, it's Mitchell with the finish.
Caitlin Clark is taking the WNBA by storm. She's about to break the record for most assists by a rookie ever. That record has been held for like 1,000,000 years. She's also really close to the record for most assists in a season, but that one might be a little tougher. Before she came to the WNBA, she was like the biggest college basketball star ever. She made a ton of money in college too, like a crazy amount. It's going to be so fun to watch her play the rest of the season. She's already made history, and I can't wait to see what she does next. Rookie of the Year? That's a good bet. But I'm still curious to hear your thoughts on the Clark versus Reese debate. Do you think Clark has locked it down, or does Reese still have a shot at winning? Share your opinions in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more Insider Buzz.